about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking. Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the beautiful campus of Utah Valley University. I'm Kyle Bruder. The Wolverines here hosting the Redhawks of Seattle University. Utah Valley on a bit of a skid. They lost 2 games on the road to New Mexico State and UTRGV, both in 4 sets. Utah Valley played really tough. And when you take a look at the scoreboard, the performances by Kazna Terafiti and Kristen Allred were just not quite enough, unfortunately. Coach Atoa said he was disappointed that they weren't able to capitalize in, I'm paraphrasing, but ultimately they weren't able to capitalize in moments that really hurt them. So Utah Valley is extremely talented. They've got a lot of players. They're very deep, but some of those really close, tight moments, they just haven't been able to close out. Utah Valley's been in a lot of 5-set matches this season. And they just won a 5-set match against Seattle on the road not too long ago, which actually broke a streak of 5-set losses that Utah Valley had been stuck in. So a lot of volleyball has been played by these Wolverines this season. Seattle always comes in here and plays really tough. The Redhawks on a bit of a skid. They've lost 7 straight. They're currently at the bottom of the WAC standings, but I've never seen them come into this arena and not give Utah Valley a major run for their money, whether they come away with the win or loss. So I'm really excited to see it. I'm by myself today. Matthew Biamonte is out enjoying his honeymoon in Mexico, so congrats to Matt. But let's get to it. We're going to go ahead and get to the starters for you. First, we're going to go with the visiting Redhawks. First, we have starting at setter, a 5'8" freshman, that is not number 2. First, we have starting a middle blocker, a senior in Maya Stojanovic. Starting at libero is Tijana Milojevic. And then starting at number 10 is a 5'10" redshirt outside hitter, Rachel Stark. Also starting is number 12, Sophia Sanchez, an outside hitter. Also starting number 13, Shay Harris, a 6'2" setter. Also starting is number 14, Julia K. Rose, a 5'9" middle blocker. And starting is a 5'3" sophomore, number 15, Michelle Tainton. And of course for Utah Valley, starting at libero is number 6, Saren Merrill. Also starting at setter is number 7, Maddie Wardle. Starting at middle blocker is number 8, Michaela Jarema. Starting at outside hitter is number 9, Kazna Terafiti. And starting at middle blocker is number 12, Jasmine Nutupuivaha. Starting at the outside hitting position, number 15, Alexis Davies on the right side. And also rounding out the starters for Utah Valley is an outside hitter, number 16, Kristen Allred. The Wolverines out on the floor in their white jerseys, black shorts. Seattle out there in their red jerseys, white numbers, and black shorts as well. Maddie Wardle to serve to get things started, and we are underway. The Redhawks with the first attack, and they will score first with a deflection out of place, so an immediate side out by the Redhawks. Something that Utah Valley has struggled with this season is their side out percentage. They've been able to side out and then lose it. Haven't been able to go on many big runs as of late. Set up and blocked out of bounds, though, so that will be another point for Seattle as they start hot and go up 2-0. This will go to Sofia Sanchez, who just came off of a 14-kill performance. And how about a service ace, a 3-0 start for Seattle? Serving is Stark again. Davies on the right side gets it blocked, but there is Merrill to clean it up. Over the top, and Wardle able to keep this alive. Now Allred and the Redhawks defensively have just really been giving the Wolverines the business. A 4-0 start. Stark serving again. Terafiti with the pass, and Seattle still able to keep it alive. I haven't seen Seattle break down defensively at all yet as they go up 5-0. Coach Otoa going to let the girls play. Jarema with the pass. They'll set it up for Allred. She tips it over the top. Back out to Kristen Allred. Not the best possession. And that will be, looked like it may have been too many hits, but apparently not. And it doesn't matter as the kill drops for Julia Queiroz, and Utah Valley will call timeout as the Redhawks scorch through the first 6 points. We'll take a break on the WAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Welcome back inside the Lockhart Arena. Utah Valley off to a bit of a slow start. They haven't been able to get into any kind of rhythm yet. The Wolverines, once they get into some kind of rhythm and they're able to stay in system, they can go on some runs and they are extremely efficient, but Seattle has done a great job serving, still serving as Rachel Stark. She's been there for a while. Great serve again. They'll set it up for Jarema. A great diving save, though, from Tiana Milojevic. And Allred blocked at the net, but Seattle showing no signs of slowing down. Allred able to keep it alive. Back out to Alexis Davies, and she is blocked. Utah Valley having to work extremely hard to keep the ball alive, and they go down 7-0. One of the toughest starts I've seen from Utah Valley this season. Stark with the float serve, and it is a service error, giving the ball back to Utah Valley, a much-needed break for the Wolverines. Kristen Allred back to serve for Utah Valley. She leads the way in service aces so far, with more service aces than service errors, which is a rare thing. Terafiti with the push. And this ball will sail out of play. Back-to-back points for Utah Valley. Needing to go on a big run so that they don't have to play catch-up from behind ball the rest of the way. Great serve from Kristen. And the battle at the net, the joust goes in favor of Mikayla Jurema and Utah Valley. Jurema did not play against New Mexico State on the road recently. Kenzie Guimont filled in for her quite a bit, and Guimont finished with 9 blocks, a career high for her. Another point to Utah Valley on an attack error. Utah Valley able to get back into system and get into a bit of a rhythm. I mentioned that a little bit earlier. And the rare service error by Kristen Allred. Eight to 4 Seattle. Subbing in for Seattle is Mila Duarte, and serving for the Red Hawks is Sofia Sanchez. And Sofia dials up a service ace. Kristen Allred couldn't quite get underneath it. Terafiti with her first real wind-up of the day as she leads the entire conference in kills, in total kills as well as kills per set. We'll have a double hit on Utah Valley, 10-4 now in favor of Seattle U. Allred with the pass, will set it up for Mikayla. Kazna with a huge rip, her first real connection today. And she will side out for Utah Valley. Saren Merrill serving for Utah Valley in her sophomore season. Great diving stab by Maddie Wardle. And Davies able to score. Gotta love seeing the effort rewarded. Saren Merrill serving again. Wardle with another stab, but unfortunately Davies was not quite in the vicinity to reap the rewards. You got to remember, Utah Valley is an extremely young team. This group of girls is going to be around for a while. One senior on the team in Alexis Davies. Everyone else a junior or younger. Saren Merrill, one of the leaders on the team, as a sophomore. Going to be a lot of growing pains and a lot of important lessons learned. Kazna Terafiti able to score again. She is now 2 of 4, hitting .500 so far. Brianne Mortensen serve for Utah Valley, and point to Seattle U. Mila Duarte with her second kill. Kazna just over the top. Seattle a little out of sync. They'll have to just pop it on over the net. Mortensen with a big-time stab there. And a massive swing from Rachel Stark. 3 kills now for Rachel. 1 service ace and 5 digs, so a nice start for Stark. The pass inside and the point for Stark again. Stark still hot. Shea Harris serving still for the Redhawks. And they have opened up a 7-point lead. They started 7-0. They've managed to balloon that back up to a 7-point lead yet again. Mortensen up to Guimont. Guimont dropping the hammer. Kenzie Guimont, a freshman out of Temecula, California, already making a huge impact for Utah Valley. All red. With her first kill. Stark again, can't connect this time. Guimont is blocked by Stark. Seattle has been very impressive defensively so far. Lead back up to 6, 15-9. And back to serve for Seattle is Michelle Tainton. Allred pops it way up, and they'll go right back to Kristen. Jasmine able to get over the top and scores with the kill. 15-10, a 5-point deficit. Seattle at the driver's seat. They've been in control from the start, and Utah Valley's been able to hang around, go on a couple little runs here and there, but haven't been able to close that gap much more than it is now. Jasmine to serve. Sofia Sanchez with her second kill. Maya Stojanovic serving for the Redhawks. Jarema with a full head of steam, but she is denied. Still live, though. This ball will sail out of play. 11-16. Subs coming in for Utah Valley as well as Seattle. Alexis Davies and Maddie Wardle in for the Wolverines. Wardle just going to push the ball over and try and reset. And a miscue by the Redhawks results in a Wolverine point. The lead down to 4, a chance to trim it down to 3. Great opportunity right now. Maddie Wardle at the service line. They'll set it up and score for the Redhawks. Terafiti dove for the ball, got a hand on it, but it may have sailed out of play regardless. Stark with the service error. She was at the service line for a long time to start set number 1. Now Allred serving for UVU. Back set. Able to get the ball over the net with some contact. Kasna a bit too strong. Point Seattle U. Sophia Sanchez serving for the Redhawks. Wardle's going to go to Kasna. And a little too much heat for Kristen Allred to return. Allred with the overpass, unfortunately. Another quick point for Seattle. They reach the 20-point mark first. And it is back to a 7-point lead again. Ball drops in favor of Utah Valley. Jasmine Nutupuivaha will check in for Michaela Jurema, and now serving for the Wolverines is Saren Merrill. Great serve by Saren. They'll set it up with a back set. Back set again, and this time it drops. Julia Queiroz showing the power. Coach Atoa will call timeout, 21-14. We'll take a break here as well on the WAC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Huh? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
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 I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Be a king in your mind, but do the work of a servant. With a purpose on the mission, you get to what you deserving. If it's worth it, you be on straight and narrow instead of swerving. Ignore the dream killers and doubters, cause they ain't perfect.
Dang, still a lot of doubters out there. What do you want to tell them?
Thank you for the motivation.
Give your head a Mountain Dew kickstart.
Utah Valley struggling to start so far, 21-14. The Wolverines find themselves down by 7 again. Seems like 7 is just the number. Utah Valley can't seem to get away from it. They've managed to close the gap down to 4 a couple of times, but it keeps ballooning back up to 7. And credit the Redhawks. They've done a great job defensively, and they've been able to capitalize offensively when it really counts. So Utah Valley have got to go on a run if they want to try and come back and steal set number 1, because right now it is the Redhawks set to win. And a service ace. It went just over the top of Abby Vincent. Barely squeaked inside. Abby thought it was going to go just a little outside. 3 points away for Seattle to take set number 1. This time, Abby's going to let it sail. That'll be a service error on Seattle U. Number 3, but they do have 3 service aces as well. Brian Mortensen with the serve for UVU. Beautiful setup and the drop inside for Seattle U. They are just rolling through set number 1. Abby able to get under the ball. Kasna. I'll go right up to Jasmine. Great pass and a great finish. 16-23. Abby Vincent will check out, and in comes Kristen Allred. Kazna to serve. Beautiful, nearly a service ace, but great job keeping it alive and denied at the net by Jasmine Nutupuivaha, who leads the way for Utah Valley in total blocks. Little miscommunication should give a nice opportunity for Utah Valley here. Kristen Allred blocked, but the quick reaction time by Kazan keeps this ball alive. And a bit strong, no deflection, Utah Valley scores. Lead now to 5. What a pass, my goodness, by Mortensen. Jasmine able to send it right back. And this ball will sail long again. Utah Valley creeping up on that lead. Seattle U going to call timeout to try and stop the comeback run by UVU. We'll take a break as well. Stick around for this exciting finish of set number 1.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning music
to acting.
To theater programs.
There's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU. A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
Utah Valley has scored 4 straight, but still find themselves down by 4. Another 4-point run would be just what the doctor ordered, and still serving is Kazna Terafiti. It's served by Kaz. And Jasmine Utupuivaha has sent quite a few balls back in Seattle's direction. A great save by Utah Valley. Wow, what a well-placed ball down the right side, and it is set point for Seattle University with the side out. Going back to serve is number 15, Michelle Tainton. Back set to Guimont. They'll go to Guimont once more. Kazna Terafiti able to get under the ball. Allred attacks and scores. Jarema will check back in. Also Jasa Funk Stratton checking in. She will go back to serve for Utah Valley, one of the best servers on the team. Jarema. They'll go Kristen Allred, and a great saving pass by Seattle. This ball still live. I'm not sure if Michaela got a hand on it or if it was just short, but Utah Valley scores 21-24. The Wolverines just will not go away. Gotta love the fight and the resiliency. Great opportunity. The setter's dump by Mortensen. Caught everyone, including myself, off guard. It is a 2-point lead, and Seattle will call timeout again. We're going to stay right here. Seattle U pretty much in complete control so far in set number 1, but Utah Valley is able to just not quit, something that Utah Valley never does. They never roll over despite the situation, despite the point deficit. They really battle every single possession. Yeah, they make mistakes like anybody else, but they don't let it fester. They don't let it just sit there and ruin the rest of the match for them. So Utah Valley, there's a reason why they've been in so many 5-set matches. Some of it is due to errors. Sometimes they put themselves in that position, but a lot of those times as well, it's from them battling back and fighting hard to take some of those sets. So, don't be surprised if the Wolverines sneak this one away. 22-24. Let's see if Seattle can regroup and come away with a first set win. They have been at set point for quite some time now, just one away. But if Utah Valley can keep the ball rolling, I think we're going to be in for an exciting finish. Seattle out of the timeout. Utah Valley taking a little bit more time. And now they are headed out. Serving still for Utah Valley is Jasa Funk Stratton. Jasa with a nice serve, and the setup and the set. As Seattle able to score, the effort was there from Utah Valley. It is one set. You love to see them battle back at the end of a set despite the loss. So we'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network and be right back for set number 2.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
no, I'm fine, thanks.
It's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become?
No matter where you are in life.
No matter your interests.
From award-winning business
and STEM
to performing arts programs,
there's a place for you.
A place for you.
A place for you at UVU.
A place to engage.
To rise.
To succeed.
To become.
Seattle U was able to take set number 1 in a close one. It wasn't close for most of the set. Utah Valley was down as much as 8 throughout set number 1. Utah Valley came back, closed the gap, closed it to about 3 or 4 a couple of times, and then just couldn't quite get past it. They managed to trim it down 22-24, but Seattle U was at set point for quite a while, and they managed to have a ball fall in their favor. So Utah Valley loses set number 1, set number 2 about to be underway, but the Wolverines battling hard. Utah Valley hitting 175, Seattle U hitting 125, but Seattle U was able to capitalize on a lot of those opportunities. They did have 3 service aces as well, so that played a role in it. But Utah Valley right there. In so many of the sets this season, knocking on the door, sometimes having to play from behind, and it's been a difficult situation, something Coach Atoa has talked about a lot. The Wolverines did a little bit of a better job passing as the second half of set number 1 went on. At the beginning, they definitely struggled, committed a lot of errors, went down 7-0. So you got to imagine if they can get out to a better start, they're going to be in a much better position in sets moving forward. So we're about to get set number 2 underway. Seattle taking the floor, and Utah Valley just about to do so as well. Jasmine Nutupuivaha stood out for me with her defense. She had a lot of deflections, sent a lot of balls right back over to Seattle, but Seattle did a really good job of reacting really quickly and being able to keep the ball alive. So a lot of fun volleys and rallies by both teams, but Utah Valley with a great opportunity to come away with a second set victory. These two teams went to 5 sets the last time they met. This was in Seattle. Utah Valley managed to come away with the win after losing multiple 5-set matches. Just waiting on the official, and he will roll the ball on out to Stark, who has spent a lot of time on the service line. And here we go, set number 2, Stark to serve. Stark starts out with a service error. That's been a couple of them for her. So Utah Valley draws first blood, even though it was self-inflicted by Seattle. They'll set it up to Stark. Merrill. And Kasna. The deflection. Can they do it just a bit too far? Utah Valley goes up 2-0. Definitely the better start that they were hoping for. Merrill serving still. Beautiful serve by Merrill. The slide and the kill by Julia Queiroz. 5 kills now for her. Serving for the Redhawks is Sofia Sanchez. Great serve and a great pass. They'll set it up to Kasna, and she is blocked. Denied by Julia Queiroz, her 3rd block today. Sanchez again. They'll set it up for Davies on the right side. Was there a deflection? No, there was not. Seattle retakes the lead as they go on a 3-0 scoring run. Wardle up top to Jasmine, and Jasmine denied. Fifth block of the match for Seattle. This serve will sail out of play, a service error. Service error number 5 for Seattle University. Brianne Mortensen to serve for Utah Valley. Mortensen, a freshman from Bountiful, Utah, nearly a service ace. Great job by Seattle keeping it in play. And Kenzie Guimont able to score. Excuse me, that was not Kenzie Guimont. That was Kaylee Downs. Stark makes contact with the net, unable to score. And this one will sail just a little too far. Utah Valley able to take the lead back. They go up 5-4. Mortensen still serving. 5 assists and 2 digs for her so far today. Great ball placement and awareness from Shea Harris with her first kill today. 14 assists and 4 digs for Harris as well. Kaylee Downs able to score right down the middle. Utah Valley goes back up 6-5. Kazna Terafiti back to serve. The Wolverines were able to go on a massive scoring run at the end of set number 1 with Kazna at the service line. All Red gets the high fingertips, but Seattle U yet again doing such a good job of keeping the ball in play. This ball is going to sail over the rafters. Still alive, but it looks like it went behind the antennas, so Utah Valley will score. Ooh, nearly kept alive. All Red. Couldn't quite get it over the top of the net. Can't blame her, though. The ball was like a pinball between 3 players. Shea Harris serving for Seattle U. Downs denied, but there's Mortensen to keep this one alive. Seattle ties it back up. We are at 7 apiece. And Kristen, with the handling error, gives the lead back to Seattle. They go up 8-7. Jasmine up high and down hard. We are tied back up at 8. Jasmine Nutipuivaha to serve for Utah Valley. Major contact at the net. All Red gets a fingertip, and Jasmine over the net. Jasmine couldn't quite get back there, had just got her feet set again, and the ball came right back towards her. She smiles and checks out as Saren Merrill comes in. Mortensen will pop it up for Kaylee Downs. And a miscue by Seattle. We're tied again, 9 this time. In that seesaw battle, it just goes back and forth. No runs for a while for either team. Wardle with the serve. And a great attack and kill from Sofia Sanchez, her 3rd. Rachel Stark leading the way for Seattle with 6 kills. And for Utah Valley, 3 players with 3 kills. But in the meantime, a beautiful kill straight down the middle for Alexis Davies. 3 kills for Kazna, 3 kills for Jasmine, 3 kills for Kaylee Downs. And we're tied again. Abby Vincent to serve for Utah Valley. Vincent, one of the many freshmen on the team this season. This ball will sail out of bounds, and Utah Valley goes back up. The setter's dump did not work. Michaela did not fall for it. Michaela gets a hand on this one as well, but the ball shanks off towards the stands, and we are tied again. Serving for the Red Hawks was Borje Bonkowski. And Seattle U will keep the ball. Bonkowski, 5'4" junior out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Not quite an overpass, but it's served up beautifully for Mikaela Jarema. Somehow Seattle keeps the ball live, and this ball will drop in favor of Utah Valley. Kaznan Terafiti doing what she does with her 4th kill today. Sophia Sanchez took a big old swing, but it was just a bit short. So Utah Valley goes back up 13-12. Ball set up, and it is blocked, denied by Jasmine Nutupuivaha and Alexis Davies. Looks like they will go to the slide, and it will fall off of the deflection in favor of Seattle U. That is Julia K. Rose, who leads all players with 7 kills now, hitting .417 with 4 blocks. She has been awesome today. Vincent just barely gets under the ball, but unfortunately results in a service ace. So a service ace and then a service error by Sophia Sanchez. Mortensen checks back in for Utah Valley, and she will serve. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 15-14, Utah Valley leads. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
What is it about the car shopping experience at Murdoch Hyundai that has everyone talking? Maybe it's the safety inspections or the car washes for life. It could be the price match guarantee, or maybe it's just the way you're treated. Come fall in love in Linden, Logan, and Murray at Murdoch Hyundai. Your no regrets dealer.
We are back in action out of the timeout. Utah Valley with the 1-point lead, make that a 2-point lead on the attack error by Rachel Stark. Stark with 6 kills and 7 digs, 1 service ace and 1 block. Mortensen still serving. And this one will sail just a bit long for Seattle U. Point to Utah Valley, their biggest lead of the day. I was about to say I couldn't remember what it was like to see a scoring run until Utah Valley went on a 3-0 spurt but as I say it, the run is abruptly stopped by Julia K-Rose. 8 kills now for Julia, hitting .462. Abby Vincent, now to Kasna. Off the pipe, still alive. Back set, Kaylee Downs on the right side. Downs with 4 kills. Hitting a solid 400 and a 3-point lead for Utah Valley. Kasna to serve. This ball, it looks like it was deflected. Point will go to Seattle. Shea Harris serving for the Red Hawks. And not quite there was the serve. Side out Utah Valley. Subs coming for Coach Otoa and the Wolverines. Jasa Funk Stratton will go to the service line. Great serve and a service ace. Enters the game and does that. 20 points now for Utah Valley. They go up 4, their largest lead of the day. Seattle U will call timeout, and so will we. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go away.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Nice.
You only need to answer one question.
Will you accept the challenge to become? It doesn't matter your situation in life.
No matter your interest.
Whether your first choice or second chance.
There's a place for you.
Place for you. Place for you at UVU. Place to engage, to rise, to succeed.
To become.
Utah Valley up by 4 in set number 2. The Wolverines dropped set number 1, 25-22, as the Wolverines came storming back but fell just short. Jasa Funk Stratton just came off of a service ace. Ball up to Kristen Allred, Seattle. Kyla will send it right back over. Utah Valley looking a lot more crisp right now than they did in set number 2. Communication looks a lot better. And a great block by Seattle. That was Mila Duarte with the solo block. A 3-point lead for Utah Valley. Wolverines in a nice spot to try and take set number 2 and tie things up, but Seattle U has shown they can go on big runs, and they may have started one just now with the side out and a service ace. The lead is 2. Seattle U with 19 more attacks than Utah Valley so far. Ample opportunity. The overpass, the meatball, and the point for Kaylee Downs, 21-18. Downs now with 5 kills. Kristen Allred able to score, and they go up by 4 again, 22-18. Another timeout on the floor, this one by Seattle. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Both teams hitting below their average, but both battling hard. Utah Valley on the season hits 206. They're currently hitting 141 for the match, hitting 138 in the current set. Seattle U hitting 88 for this set and 125 for the match. Seattle U normally hits at 182. Kristen Allred able to go over the top, down the outside. Utah Valley 2 away from taking set number 2. Maddie Wardle serving for UVU. Ball is blocked, but it goes out of play, so point will go to Seattle U, 23-19. Maya Stojanovic serving for the Redhawks. Wardle down the middle, and a well-placed ball by Alexis Davies. Great awareness. You see on the replay, just uses that right hand to push it where no one is to be found. No red jerseys at all. We are at set point, 24-19. Serving is Kristen Allred. Kasna gets a hand on the ball, but falls in favor of Seattle U, 24-20, still set point. But the Redhawks with a chance to close the gap. And Kasna able to score, giving set number 2 to Utah Valley. We are tied up at 1 apiece. We take a look at the replay. Kasna through the deflection and scores 25-20 in favor of Utah Valley. We're going to take a break on the WAC Digital Network. We will be back for set number 3. Don't go anywhere.
Creativity is the answer. Never play on repeat. Put your own spin on things. Let a new wave begin.
All right, come on, let's go. 2 seconds.
Creators run the show. We want the answer. From the cage to the stage. From the streets to the pros.
So much.
Creativity is the answer to a world divided. Tear down those walls. Make worlds unite. Flip the script. Rewrite the rules. Creativity is the answer. Now over to you.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
To national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go?
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Looking to spend that birthday money, Tyler? I'm just not sure which one to get. Well, they are both pretty cool. But saving some of that money would be pretty cool too. Yep.
When's the right age to teach your children how to save and spend money wisely? Right now, with the Be Money Smart program only at Utah Community Credit Union. Inspiring smart decisions.
Utah Valley was able to tie things up one set apiece here at home in the Lockhart Arena, where the Redhawks have come to town. They are trying to even the series. Utah Valley stole one on the road in 5 sets, and it looks like we are in for a thrilling match today as well. As I said before, we're tied 1-1. I'm Kyle Bruderer. By myself today, I said earlier, Matthew Biamonte on his honeymoon, not quite back yet. Congrats again to Matt and his lovely wife. And we are ready to get set number 3 underway. Utah Valley did a lot of nice things in set number 2. They had, neither team has been great offensively. Utah Valley definitely struggling to hit the ball well and haven't had nearly as many attack opportunities as Seattle. Seattle with almost 20 more attacks. But Seattle has committed more errors, which I think has given some of the edge to Utah Valley. Like I said, both teams hitting well below 200 for the match, and if Utah Valley wants to come away with a win today at home, they're going to have to do a little bit more than just be the beneficiary of some of the errors that Seattle has been committing, because Seattle's not going to continue to do that. And we'll start with a Maddie Wardle serve for Utah Valley. Wardle will give it right up to Kristen Allred, and Allred scores off of the deflection. The Wolverines draw first blood in set number 3. Wardle again, this one barely over the net. And this ball will shoot right back over to Seattle. We'll have a fourth hit. 2-0 start, pretty similar to set number 2. Wardle with another really nice serve. Jarema, well-placed ball right in the middle. 3-0 start for Utah Valley. Such a different start from what we saw earlier today. Set number 1, the Redhawks went up 7-0, caused all kinds of problems for the Wolverines, and Utah Valley battled hard to come back, but just couldn't quite close the gap. Just too much of a deficit. A service error by Maddie Wardle will give the ball back to Seattle. Serving for the Redhawks is Victoria Demene. And Victoria comes up a little bit short. A service error will give possession back to Utah Valley. Kristen Allred serving for Utah Valley. 5 kills. Nearly an overpass, but I guess just a stronger push meeting at the net. Impressive by Shea Harris. Sophia Sanchez with the serve. And Kazna up high and down hard. Kazna Terafiti leads the way for Utah Valley. 6 kills so far. Not hitting quite as well as she normally does, hitting 200 right now. She averages just over 4 kills per set, so she's a bit under that. Only 6 so far. Davies able to keep the ball alive. And not quite there. I think Utah Valley was hoping for a deflection off the pipe. Usually you don't want that, but that could have been beneficial. Point to Seattle U. 5-3 in favor of UVU. Tiana Milojevic with the serve, and Jasmine Nutupuivaha looked like she was sinking in water and couldn't quite get the ball. They'll go to Kaz. Kaz just over the top. And it falls for Kazna. Back-to-back points. I say it's fair that Utah Valley's hitting a better percentage so far in this set. 800. Got to imagine that's going to level out at some point, but a great start for Utah Valley. Downs able to get a hand on the ball, but couldn't quite get the second. Mortensen to the sliding Jasmine Nutupuivaha in the back corner. Take a look at the replay. Back set. Beautifully placed ball by Jasmine. 4 kills now for her. Overpass. Ball still alive. And there's Abby. No, excuse me, that was Mortensen yet again. And it results in a point. Utah Valley hyped. 7-4. Stark, a little bit too low. Utah Valley goes up 9-4, and Seattle will call timeout. Everything going Utah Valley's way so far, hitting 8:57 in the set. My goodness, we'll take a break and be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests. From innovative exercise science, outdoor recreation to STEM programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
The Wolverines have seemed to find their rhythm 9-4, and they are hitting a whopping 857 so far in set number 3. They're tied up at 1 apiece. A lot of match yet to be played, but the Wolverines on a 3-0 scoring run. Can they continue it with Kazna Terafiti at the service line? Nearly resulting in a service ace and a diving save by Tiana. And Tiana saving it again. Tiana was not the one who scored, but you might as well give it to her. She kept the ball alive on 2 separate occasions, that possession. Great job. They'll go right back to Kristen Allred. And who is there but Tiana once again. And a little miscommunication between Kazna Terafiti and Saren Merrill results in a point. For the Redhawks, they trim the lead back down to 3. Still alive. Great job by Kaylee Downs. Merrill will just have to send it over. Downs. And do we have a deflection? No. Seattle U hoping for a deflection. The official just hasn't seen it. He might have a case there, but Utah Valley able to score either way. 10-6, Jasmine to serve for UVU. Right down the middle is Maya Stojanovic with her 3rd kill. Ali Borje Bonkowski checks back in and is serving for Seattle. Jarema with a full head of steam, can't quite connect. And on the other end, Sofia Sanchez does. 7 kills now for her. Seattle U does a great job. They're really well balanced. There's been many an occasion where 3 or 4 players record double figures in kills, and it looks like they're on their way to do that right now as well. Downs able to score off the deflection, but Rachel Stark with 8 kills, Julia Queiroz with 8 kills, 7 for Sofia Sanchez, and 7 for Mila Duarte. So no surprise there, and it won't be a surprise if we see double-digit kills for each of those players. Maddie Wardle serving, a 3-point lead for Utah Valley. Sofia Sanchez able to score again. 8 kills for her. They'll set it up for Kristen Allred. She's able to get up high. And through the block was Julia K-Rose with 9 kills now to lead the way for Seattle. Jimenez serving again. Allred nearly got the friendly roll. Alexis Davies down the sideline. I swear, Tiana Milojevic has been everywhere, saving balls right and left, and what a dig by Seattle U. However, the defensive stop and block by Utah Valley. Seattle U has been out blocking the Wolverines so far today with 7. Utah Valley now records their 4th block, which is a little uncharacteristic of the Wolverines. The block has kind of been their staple as a team. Kasna able to force the ball over the net, still in play. Maddie will set it up for Davies, and Davies can't get it over. It rolls across the net. Point to Seattle. This is right about where we were in set number 2, where both teams were going back and forth. Utah Valley was able to go on a couple of big runs in this set, but it seems like they're trading blows again. The overpass and the free point, as it would seem, for Seattle. Mila Duarte ties it up at 12. Sanchez serving and can't quite get it there. Point will go to Utah Valley. That will be 9 service errors on Seattle so far. Merrill serving for UVU. The slide doesn't stay in play. UVU goes back up by 2 points. You notice that Sarah Merrill is wearing those sleeves with the elbow pads. She wasn't wearing those for most of the season, but I can't blame her for how often she dives. I think the ball could be 20 feet away and she's still going to dive after it. That's how committed she is as she hits the floor for that one right there. Got to protect those elbows. UVU still up 1, and serving for the Redhawks is Tiana Milojevic. 17 digs, 2 assists, and 1 service ace for her today. An attack error will give the ball back to Utah Valley. This was Shea Harris, came up just a little bit short, and serving now is Brianne Mortensen. Mila Duarte with some sauce on it, 9 kills for her now. Hitting .240. Kasna all alone with some serious heat on that ball. You see the replay. Kasna with 8 kills to lead the way for UVU. And how about a service ace right after it? Second service ace of the day for Utah Valley. Seattle has 6 service aces, but they do have the 9 service errors along with that. And this service error will give possession back to Seattle. 17-15, Utah Valley on top still. A service ace for Seattle. And they trim it down to 1. 16-17, Coach Atoa trying to rally the troops. Tainton goes right back at Terafiti. Jasmine jumped a little too soon. Jasmine denies it at the net. Great job and great hustle by Kazna Terafiti. One of the longest rallies we've seen today. Mortensen can't quite keep it alive, and we are tied up at 17. Coach Atoa will call timeout as Seattle has put together a 3-0 scoring run. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network. Don't go anywhere.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Welcome back to the Lockhart Arena. We are tied up at 17 in set number 3. 1 set apiece between UVU and Seattle U. The Redhawks on a 3-0 scoring run. Coach Atoa was forced to call timeout. Still serving for the Redhawks is Michelle Tainton. Mortensen right down the middle to Jasmine. And off the pipe. That's painful. That is painful. The ball shot up really quickly and came down just as fast off of the big green pipe up there. You can't see it at home. They'll go to Kristen. The push, and the well-placed push at that for Maya Stojanovic. And Seattle U goes up by 2 points. 5-0 scoring run. Kaylee Downs. Downs with 7 kills now. Funk Stratton serves. And Seattle able to continue their onslaught. 20-18. Borje Bonkowski serving for the Redhawks. Allred is straight up denied at the net by Rachel Stark. Her second block of the day. Allred will check out, and in comes for Utah Valley number 10, Bailey Nixon, a sophomore out of Pleasant Grove, Utah. And Jerema may have slipped on the floor. or I don't know what happened. It looks like she tried to jump, but the jump didn't happen. 4-point lead now for Seattle U. 6-1 scoring run. Downs down the right side. Trims the lead to 3, and Downs will check out. In comes Alexis Davies and Maddie Wardle, who will serve. Jarema with a big block. That was well overdue. 2-point deficit now. Wardle will serve again. Oh, this time it's Alexis Davies. Utah Valley getting the taste for the block back. They trim it down to 1. Wardle with the service error, hitting the top of the net, comes back like a slingshot, and Stark will go back to serve for Seattle U. 2-point lead for the Redhawks. And we're going to have an overpass, but unfortunately results in a double hit. Possession back to Utah Valley. Just a 1-point deficit, 22-23. Abby Vincent to serve with an opportunity to tie. And it will sail out of play. We are tied up at 23. The UVU bench loving it. How about another block? That is block number 4 in this set. Timeout Seattle U, and it is set point for the Wolverines. You don't want to miss the end of this set. We'll be right back on the WAC Digital Network.
Utah Valley in penalty kicks is your 2017 Western Athletic Conference Women's Soccer Tournament champs.
In the end, we knew this is where we wanted to be. This was the goal, and we knew as soon as we got here, we'd come through.
After a 6-1 scoring run by the Redhawks, Utah Valley has answered and gone on a 3-0 scoring run. Utah Valley up 24-23. It is set point. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Seattle looked like they were starting to run away with this one, but the Wolverines have been able to put their foot on the gas and keep it there. Let's see if they can come away with the third set victory. Abby Vincent back to serve for UVU. Nearly an overpass and a great play by Seattle. They tie it up at 24. The Wolverines got real excited at the net thinking that it was going to be an overpass, but Seattle able to capitalize on the mistake. Sofia Sanchez back to serve with 11 kills, and this will go over the service line. A service error number 10 for Seattle. The Wolverines with another chance to win set number 3. Sarah and Merrill serving. Merrill with the pass. They'll go to Kazna, and Kazna scores! Set number 3 goes to Utah Valley. A couple of big runs from both teams, but Utah Valley able to come out on top in set number 3, one away from taking the match. But Seattle with a lot of fight left in them. We'll take one more break on the WAC Digital Network, and we'll be back for set number 4.
Utah has embodied the spirit of industry. From the first transcontinental railroad to the first department store, we've led the way. As part of the Murdoch Auto team, we're proud to carry on this tradition. That's because when we say you are the heart of our business, it's more than just a slogan. It's our commitment to the values we all hold dear with no regrets. You've got to come see why you truly are the heart of our business. Murdoch Hyundai of Linden, part of the Murdoch Auto team. Click MurdochHyundaiLinden.com.
I decided to go to college to further my education and define my purpose in the world and be a part of something much bigger than myself.
I wanted to set up the best possible future for myself, both academically and athletically. I try to learn from everyone, whether that be professors, my teammates, or other student athletes.
I try to see everyone as an opportunity to learn. Everyone has a story to tell, and I think there's a moral and something you can learn from it.
Utah Valley up 2-1 after dropping the first. They've won the last 2. Seems like they've really started to get into a rhythm, especially defensively. Utah Valley 4 blocks in set number 3, and they had only 3 blocks through the first 2 sets. So I think they really are starting to find a rhythm and rotation that's working for them. So I'm excited about it. The Wolverines are excited about it. 26-24 was the score in set number 4. Wow, that rhymed more than I anticipated. But the side-out percentage has been better for Utah Valley, 58% in that last set. And Kazna Terafiti starting to get into an offensive rhythm herself as well. 9 kills now, hitting .222. Kaylee Downs, though, you got to give her some major credit for the Wolverines. She has really stepped up when the in key moments. She's only had 15 attempts, 8 of 15, 467. As her percentage, but when she's called upon, she delivers. So Kaylee Downs, just a freshman here, is going to have an awesome career and is having a great season. I think she's been one of the young bright spots on the team. Obviously, Kazna Terafiti being a freshman, I still forget that she's a freshman every time I watch her play because she's been leading the entire conference in kills. So special player, Utah Valley with some real special talent across the board. And we are ready to start set number 4. Utah Valley has a chance to come away with a 3-1 victory, but will we see another 5-set match? The last time these two teams played, it went 5. And I believe that was win number 400 for Coach Atoa in his career, so a big milestone. Congratulations to him yet again. Wolverines out on the floor. And Seattle U takes the floor as well. Seems like Michaela Jarema and Alexis Davies have been quite the defensive duo. A lot of blocks have been coming from them. I think we're going to see the two of them paired up a lot in this set. Looks like Rachel Stark will start us off. And Stark with a service error. The service errors have really plagued Seattle today, 11 of them so far. They do have 7 service aces, so I mean you can't be too mad about it when you're putting up that many service aces, but still. Merrill with the serve. And the set to Sofia Sanchez results in the kill. 12 kills now for Sofia to lead everyone. And back to serve for Seattle is Ali Borje-Bonkowski. Kaz with the pass, and they will dial up Davies, but Davies is denied. Duarte and Queiroz credit on the block. Beautiful serve and a beautiful dive by Saren Merrill. This one, an overpass. The joust goes in favor of Seattle. Nope. Looks like they are going to call the penalty on Seattle, so this will go to Utah Valley. Mortensen. How about a service ace? The third service ace for Utah Valley today. Right down the middle, Stark, but Merrill with the pass, and Terafiti, can she? Nope, not quite there. Seattle able to score. It looks like, not Brianne, excuse me, it was Abby Vincent. Thought the ball was going to sail out of play, but it had a wicked downspin. 3-3, Seattle with possession. A service ace to follow up for Seattle, 8 of them now. Tiana Milojevic serves again. A couple of beautiful services, nearly another actually it was a service ace, so back-to-back aces. Vincent with the pass. They'll set it up for Kazna. Over the top. Great play by Seattle. What a dive by Merrill. And Merrill's everywhere, but this one off to the side. A 3-point lead now for Seattle. 4-0 scoring run. Right down the middle, Downs, but she is denied. Make that a 5-0 scoring run. Milojevic with that sneaky float serve, but Kazna Terafiti able to stop the run and put one up for Utah Valley. First Wolverine in double-figure kills with 10. And make that a double-double, as Kazna does have 10 digs to go along with it. Up high for Kristen Allred, but Allred unable to connect. Jasmine right down the middle, didn't get a good swing on it. Served it right up for a Red Hawk defender, and Coach Atoa will call timeout as the Red Hawks go up 5. We'll take a break on the WAC Digital Network.
this moment? It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Neil Dastrup Insurance, your local independent auto owners insurance agency, supports UVU athletics.
You only need to answer one question. Will you accept the challenge to become? No matter where you are in life, no matter your interests, from award-winning accounting to marketing and entrepreneurship programs, there's a place for you at Utah Valley University. A place to engage, to rise, to succeed, to become.
Utah Valley hitting negative 375 in set number 4. Find themselves down by 5. Kazna with the pass. They're going to back set to Downs. And it is blocked, but will fall in favor of Seattle. A 6-point lead now for the Redhawks. Downs again, but Downs connecting on this attempt. Kaylee with 9 kills and 3 digs. Jasmine Nutupuivaha to serve for UVU. Kazna will go up top. Kristen Allred. And Allred kind of does the matrix, avoids taking a shot to the face, but it does result in a Red Hawk point. Tainton with the serve. Kaz with the pass. They'll set it up for Michaela, and Michaela able to score down the middle. Through the defense, Sofia Sanchez records kill number 13 today. Seattle U able to side out quickly again, and the lead is 6. Allred down hard. The Wolverines able to side out quickly, but trading blows is not going to get the job done for Utah Valley, but you see the replay, great attack. Abby Vincent back to serve. Great serve, but Seattle able to get underneath it. Wardle's going to set it up for Kazna. Wardle will go to Michaela this time. Jarema down the middle. 4 kills now for Jarema. 5 blocks and 2 digs as well. Beautiful block, a solo block at that for Kazna Terafiti. Timeout by Seattle. The Wolverines trim that lead in half with a 3-0 scoring run. We'll take a break on the WAC Digital Network and be right back. Utah Valley was down 6 just a moment ago, but a 3-0 scoring run trims it down to 3. 12-9, Abby Vincent still serving for UVU. The serve back for Stark, and Stark able to deliver. 11 kills now for Stark. 3 Redhawks with double-digit kills so far. Stark to serve. They'll set this one up for Davies. Wardle keeps it alive. Kasna over the top. The setter's dump catches Utah Valley off guard. 14-9. Wardle to Kasna. Kasna with some serious heat on it, but Seattle keeps the ball alive. Mikayla with the push. Kasna over the top, places it right down where it needed to be. A 4-point lead now. Saren Merrill to serve. Great stop by Saren. Saren gets a hand on it, but not quite where it needed to be. A 5-point lead opens up for Seattle. Borje Bonkowski serving for the Redhawks. Nearly a service ace. Great stop at the net, but still alive by Seattle. Saren with the diving save. Put that on a highlight reel. This one just out of reach. Saren is only human. Six-point lead for the Redhawks. Back up to Kasna. Wardle back to Kasna, and the deflection falls in favor of Utah Valley. A 5-point lead. The Wolverines need to go on a big run. This is the time. Mortensen to serve. Wolverines able to get a hand on the ball, but it falls right behind. The kill will go to Duarte. That is 14 for her. The serve got away from Tiana Milojevic just a bit. That'll be a service error. Great opportunity for Kasna Terafiti and the Wolverines. Some of those balls just haven't been falling in favor of the Wolverines. Seattle attacking the side and getting the ball to fall. They'll go to they'll go to Allred. They're going to go to her once more. Kasna just has to get it over, and it falls a little outside. The lead up to 7. Coach Atoa will call timeout. Can Utah Valley come back in set number 4, or will we see a 5th set? We'll take a break. Stick around on the WAC Digital Network.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions. With exclusive access.
Ready to go? Let's have some fun.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com and the NCAA Sports app.
Seattle University up 19-12 in set number 4. The Redhawks hitting 400 as a team, while Utah Valley hitting just 77, and that's been the big difference maker. The official telling Atoa he has just one more timeout this set. Can the Wolverines come storming back? We've seen them do it. But right now the Redhawks serving Shea Harris. And this one a little short. Service errors piling up for the Redhawks. That is 13 so far today. Jasa Fung Stratton will come in to serve, and out comes Jasmine Nutupuivaha. Seattle just has to pop it over. Should set up a nice opportunity for Kristen. Great stop at the net. They'll go right back to Stark, though, and Stark able to put it right in front of Jasa, and Jasa couldn't quite get underneath it in time. Back to a 7-point lead. Tainton serving. Allred able to score off of the deflection. 14-20. Maddie Wardle will go back to serve for Utah Valley. Wardle with 18 assists and 5 digs. Back set to Stark, and Kasna can't quite get under it. Stark with 13 kills. Allred off the deflection, and the ball will come back to Utah Valley. 15-21. Stark with the push and a diving stab by Wardle. Kasna able to keep it alive. A lot of power behind Julia K-Rose. 10 kills for K-Rose. Now 4 players for Seattle U with double-digit kills. Rachel Stark with a double-double, 13 kills and 11 digs. Sophia Sanchez closing in on a double-double with 14 kills and 9 digs. But another service error will give the ball back to Utah Valley. And we might have a little bit of blood. Looks like Julia K-Rose may have taken a shot to the side of the face. Maybe not blood, maybe it was sweat. Maybe tears. She seems to be okay, but we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a break here on the WAC Digital Network. Seattle University up by 6.
To college to play my sport, but more importantly, to earn a degree.
I'm constantly learning from those around me, my professors and peers, my coaches and teammates, and even my opponents.
There's nothing better than game day, battling side by side with my teammates.
The competition is what pushes me to be the best that I can be.
I take pride in my community and want to ensure that I am giving back and inspiring the next generation to do the same.
Utah Valley, looks like we're going to go to another 5th set match. Still time, though. Utah Valley down 6, 22-16. And the Wolverines have just really struggled offensively. They're hitting 133, which is a lot better than how they started. They were hitting negative 300 early on in set number 4. But Seattle U has done all of the little things to build the lead that they have right now. 6 points, hitting 419 in the current set. They've been able to maintain a really high hitting percentage throughout. A lot of times you'll see a high percentage like that early on, and then it'll kind of level out around the 200s. But Utah Valley with a chance. Saren Merrill serving for the Wolverines. The slide is denied by Kasna, but nice reaction time yet again. Seattle keeping this alive after 2 denials. Kasna able to score this time. UVU trims it to 5. Sanchez unable to connect. Kasna does, though. Terafiti with 14 kills. Leading the way for Utah Valley. It is a 4-point lead now. The setters dump, but Utah Valley was ready. Saren Merrill sacrificing the body yet again, and Kasna rewarding the efforts. 15 kills for Kasna. A joust at the net. Goes to Jasmine Nutsupuivaha, and it is trimmed down to 2. Utah Valley on a 4-0 scoring run. The slide, but there is Merrill. Kasna scores! 16 kills for Terafiti, and Utah Valley down just 1. Merrill again. They go for another slide. This time, Sanchez able to get through the block, and they go back up 2. The Wolverines put together a 6-0 scoring run, but it is put to an end by Seattle. Borje Bonkowski serving for the Red Hawks. They're going to go to Jasmine. Merrill keeps it alive. Can Kasna deliver again? Yes, she can. Subs coming in for the Wolverines. Mortensen will check in. UVU with a chance to tie. The overpass, Kasna. And I think we're going to have an error as a Seattle player came under the net making contact with another Wolverine. We are tied up at 23 apiece. Utah Valley was down 6. Mortensen with a great serve. And the ball sails out of play. Utah Valley at match point. What a swing. Mortensen with the serve. They'll set it up on the far side. They're going to go to Kaz, and Kaz is denied at the net. What a stop defensively for the Redhawks. We're tied up at 24. Milojevic, nearly a service ace. Kasna delivers for Utah Valley. It's match point again. Terafiti up to 19 kills, leading Utah Valley and leading all players. She is back to serve. Deflection at the net. Can Allred bring him home? Yes, she can! Utah Valley comes back from down 6 in set number 4 to take the match. We'll take a quick little break on the WAC Digital Network and should have Coach Atoa for a little post-game interview. We will be right back. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. It looked like you were going to see another 5th set, but your girls pulled it together and went on a massive run to finish things off in set number 4.
Well, you have little faith, huh?
Maybe, I don't know. We've seen a lot of 5th sets in this season.
We knew exactly what we were doing right there. You know, we've been practicing being down and then just kind of get there and make a run stuff. And you know what? So, you know, sometimes these things happen when you don't give up. And, yeah, the odds for sure are against you and being able to kind of make that comeback. But we were home. We had one last timeout. We did. And then we were able to just kind of take advantage of our defense, our serving and our defense that helped us to be able to kind of take him out of system. And we were able to dig balls and convert. And, you know, and once we started getting the momentum, I think that it kind of got to them just a little bit, just like it is usually with anybody else. But
it looked
they did
like
a good job.
It looked like Sarah. You could probably fill an entire highlight reel of Sarah Merrill diving for balls. She kept a lot of balls in play. You know, what does her leadership bring to the team and her resiliency and sacrificing the body? I noticed that she's put those elbow pads on for a little extra protection.
That's huge. It really is. It's huge. I think when you have individuals on your team that has a nose for the ball and can be able to make decisions, split-second decisions in the moment, that's what I feel like Saren's doing and getting better at again and again and again. You know, there are some that need to be coached and told what to do, Saren does a great job in being able to recognize, oh, my blocker's not there, I need to be here, or I've got covered and now I got to be here. So that's what we're hoping to kind of teach each of the young ladies about what to do, because they got to make certain decisions on the court that we can't be there and tell them, oh, stop the film, stop the game, and then make this move. So
Right.
Saren does a nice job, and we're getting a little bit better at it. So that was a great effort by our team to be able to kind of make that comeback. I don't know, what was it? 7 points, 8 point
Yeah,
run?
it was about
Yeah.
7 points, and
Yeah.
it was just super impressive. So congratulations on the win, Coach.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Of course.
Yeah.
And that was Coach Sam Matoa. Had some great things to say. I loved how animated he got about Saren Merrill and her performance and what she does, just those little things. So great job by Utah Valley again today. Final thoughts are Kasdan Terafiti really came into her own in that last set and just kind of caught fire, and Saren Merrill was all over the place, saving balls right and left. So the Wolverines, a collective effort. Wasn't the prettiest win on paper, but they got the job done, and you can see how excited and proud Coach Toa is of his players. And so Utah Valley getting closer to the conference tournament. They've still got a handful of games left. Utah Valley, it looks like they are going to hit the road again. They're going to go play at California Baptist on November 1st, and then they will be back here to face New Mexico State. They just lost to New Mexico State, so it'll be a nice measuring stick and see what they can do against them. The Wolverines have won some big matches this season, so they're definitely an exciting young team, and they can do a lot of damage here in the rest of conference play and going into the tournament. So I'm signing off. I'm Kyle Bruder. Thank you for tuning in on the WAC Digital Network, and we will see you next time.